Good morning, dear viewers. I'm very happy to share with you this second session. After the first we had yesterday, it is about what? It's about the substance. As you know, Spinoza calls God the substance. For him, God is the only substance. Before Spinoza, other philosophers could say that there are so many substances, but Spinoza said there is one substance, and the one substance has infinite attributes, and the mind can only perceive the human mind can only perceive two substances from the infinity of substance, or two attributes from the infinity number of attributes of one of the substance. Now we are going to read Proposition 7 in the book of Ethics. Spinoza explains everything about substance or about God. He says, it pertains to the nature of substance to exist. Here, Spinoza shows that God exists. As you know, some people say, no, God doesn't exist. It only is. But Spinoza says God exists. Demonstration. As you know, this book is in geometric order. It has propositions, it has also demonstration. It is like in mathematics. It pertains to the nature of substance to exist. Demonstration. There is nothing by which substance can be produced. It will therefore be the cause of itself. That is to say, its essence necessarily involves existence. Or in other words, it pertains to its nature to exist. Do you get this? There is nothing by which substance can be produced. It will therefore be the cause of itself. That is to say, its essence necessarily involves existence. Or in other words, it pertains to its nature to exist. In few words, you see that God is existing reality. But in philosophy of Spinoza, do not think God as something that is different from the world, that is different from the nature. God equals nature. In his terms, he says, Deus sive natura, God or nature. It means that things that we see, like rivers, like trees, like people, like animals, are the manifestations of the same reality. Which reality? The substance or God. God is not transcendent. God is not beyond. God is the same thing as things that we see. But you will not go and bow in front of a mountain or a specific thing, because that thing, even though it is a manifestation of God, you are also the manifestation of God. And nothing is more divine than other. God is like the totality of the whole reality. God is not outside the reality that we see, that we can perceive. It even includes things that we cannot perceive, like atoms, like electrons, things that are very small. In religious beliefs, you see that God is an entity that is separate from things that we see. God is outside. God is the maker for them. But such God behaves like a human being. That God from religious beliefs or from religions can get angry, is always jealous, is also fearful. He fears that some other gods may overthrown, may attack him and take his throne. A God that is perfect and a that is also fearful is not a true God. It can't exist. In Christian, Islamic, and Judaism tradition, in Judaist traditions, you find that God is just like a being. He's like an old man that sits there, paternalistic. But this is not God. It's just a projection of desires of men. I thank you this morning, and I hope you will share this to many people, to your friends and family, because they can help them to get out from the claws of religions that do not want them to be free. To be free in the philosophy of Spinoza, it is different from like saying, I am free to do whatever I want. I am free because I am staying longer in the bed. Like, you see, today I woke up very early, even if before 5 p.m., in order to read and to prepare this session. But someone can say, I do whatever I want, so I am free. No, this is not the freedom in the philosophy of Spinoza, the prince of philosophers. To be free is to know your boundaries, to know things that tend to put you into boundaries. For example, your biological constitution, your psychological status, your belongingness in a given team or group of people, the social pressure. I want to mean the social pressure, peer pressure or other social pressure, group pressure, all those things, the weather, things that you have eaten, all those things have a word in whatever you will do. So if you know them, your social position, all those things, if you know them, you will be free. And to know them completely is not possible. For this reason, Spinoza says, people are not free. He is like on the antipode of the philosophy of Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre says that the human person is always free, but it can't happen. Jean-Paul Sartre wrote a book like this. This is Jean-Paul Sartre says, we are always free and responsible. Okay, I thank you. I'm Peter Cleverangwa, and our channel is always about philosophy and about social criticism. But it is not bound to one society, it is globally, and we analyze the role that religion have always played for the shape of the societies that we have. Thank you.